happy Tuesday. I hope y'all had a great weekend. I want to say thank you to those of you who wished me happy birthday over the weekend on Sunday. I had a few of y'all send me some pictures and stuff like that wishing me happy birthday, so thank you. That was very, very sweet. So today's Tuesday, and I'm gonna be showing you our next project. I'm gonna be teaching you how to weave with paper. So y'all keep watching, and I can't wait to see how they turn out. Okay, so today I'm gonna be teaching y'all how to do weaving with paper. Miss Baldwin is using construction paper, but if you do not have construction paper, any type of paper is fine. You can just use regular copy paper, scrapbook paper, notebook paper, whatever works. I just happen to have some scrapbook paper, so that's what I'm gonna use to make it a little bit more colorful. You're also gonna need something to write with. I would use a pencil, scissors, a ruler, and then maybe some coloring supplies to decorate it whenever you're done. Okay, so the first step that you're gonna do is you need to get one piece of paper. Your one piece of paper needs to be tall or vertical in front of you. You're then gonna take that paper and fold it up in half like this. Okay, it now opens up, and then you should have a crease. You want your crease to be closest to your body. So your crease should be towards you, and the flap at the top should be furthest away from you. So whenever we do this, we're gonna be measuring. If you do not have a ruler, that is totally okay. Just do the best you can measuring. But Miss Baldwin's gonna use a ruler, and she's gonna measure about an inch going across. So I'm gonna do an inch, 2 inches, 3 inches, and all the way across to, I believe it's 8 inches. Also, we want to make sure we leave a little bit of room at the top. That is probably the most important step. Make sure you leave room. I would suggest leaving about an inch at the top for your weaving, okay? So I'm just gonna kind of take this. I'm just gonna kind of gently, lightly draw a line, and then I'm gonna measure every inch. I'm just gonna put a little line. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now I'm gonna come to the bottom. At the bottom, you don't have to leave a gap. And then I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna measure every inch. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, my next step is I'm gonna take my ruler, so I have a line at the top and a line at the bottom that should match up or be very close to matching up. And I'm gonna take my ruler. If you don't have a ruler, you can use anything that has a straight edge, like a piece of paper, a book, anything that has a straight edge you can use to help guide you to connect your lines. So I have my line at the top, and then I have my line at the bottom, and I'm very lightly just gonna draw a line to connect. This line can come all the way to the bottom of your paper. Okay, so I have connected all my lines. So now I'm gonna use my scissors and I'm gonna cut my lines. Know how, remember at the beginning I told you you need to make sure you leave about an inch gap at the top. That is where this comes into play. If you cut all the way up to the top, this project is not gonna work out. So you have to make sure you stop. That's why Miss Baldwin drew this line right here, is to tell me where to stop. Okay, so I'm just gonna take my scissors, I'm gonna cut, and I'm stopping before I get to the top. Okay, once you've cut all your lines, I'm gonna open it back up this way to where I can't see my lines. So now my lines that I drew, which you can't really see much anyway, are on the back. Okay, so know how we always flip our papers over to where our lines are on our back? That's what we're gonna be doing for this. So now we have this and we have all these fun little strips on our paper, but because we stopped at the top whenever we were cutting, our strips stayed attached to our paper. So I'm just gonna kind of push this to the side a little bit and then show you our next step. Okay, so your next step is you're gonna get another piece of paper. If you have construction paper, you can use really as many color papers as you want, but you only need one other paper for this assignment, okay? So Miss Baldwin got 2 pieces of paper. I got blue and white. And you are just going to be cutting these into strips, okay? These strips do not have to be equal. They don't have to be perfectly straight. If you want to cut them zigzag, wavy, straight, you can cut them however you want, okay? Miss Baldwin's just going to cut them straight just for the sake of this video. And again, they don't have to be perfect, so you don't have to measure. I put both of my papers on top of each other so I can cut both at the same time, and it makes it go a little bit faster if you're using more than one piece of paper. Okay, I'm gonna start with this. If I need more, I can cut more because I still have extra paper, but I'm just gonna start with this. So now I have my strips of paper and I have my paper that I cut, and this is where the weaving is going to start. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a strip of paper and you're going to weave it in and out of your first paper. So how that works is this first strip is going to go over this, and then this strip right here, I'm gonna lift it up and pull it under, and then it's gonna go over, and then under, over, under. It's going over this strip, so it's gonna go under this strip, and then it goes over the last one. I'm just gonna push it up kind of as high as it'll let you go. So now I've woven my first strip through my paper. So again, you're doing every other one. Over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over. Now for my next strip, I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Since I started this one, my blue strip, going over, I'm gonna start my white strip going under. So I'm gonna lift this strip up. It's gonna go under my first side, then over, then under, over, under, over, under, over, under. Okay, and then you can kind of push it up to straighten it out. Okay, and that's how you weave. So now I'm gonna fast forward to kind of finish the weaving so y'all can see what the final product looks like. Okay guys, so I finished my weaving, and as you can see, I've come all the way down. I will let you know that as you get further to the bottom, so like these last two, they do get a little bit harder to weave in and out because you don't have as much room and the paper gets a little bit tighter. So I will warn you that the last two do get a little bit harder to kind of weave, but it's still very much doable. After you've finished this step, you can leave it how it is. If you want to, you can kind of glue down these little flaps that you have on the ends. That way they stay in place, but that's totally up to you. I'm not gonna bother to do that step, but you are more than welcome to do that if you want to. And then after this is also the step where if you want to use your coloring supplies and decorate it and add some more colors, some pictures, maybe draw something on there, use this as a background and draw something for Easter, you are more than welcome to. I can't wait to see how they turn out, and I can't wait to see what y'all create.